heard a deportation story before? A case where somebody has arrived, like your family and friends, they've seen you off to the airport and they now bid you farewell, only for you like 2 days later or maybe like 24 hours later, you now call them and say, hello, I'm on the next flight back to Lagos or Port Harcourt, where the international airport is, or wherever in your country that you're watching from. You can imagine that kind of thing. That's what I feel like most people think about when they get to Toronto or the Montreal airports. That immigration stop, that place that you have to get your document, you have to check everything, you have to get your document before you now enter inside Canada. That is when the Canada breeze is able to blow on you. That particular place, everybody is in their 100% best self. You don't want to compromise anything. That's where people are like, okay, it's true, this is where I'm schooling, this is my location, getting all their facts right. Because when you stand up and you get there and one story is not straight, the next thing is, hey, we'll see ourselves later. I reject it even from my enemies, because that is a bad news in every way possible. So welcome back to another episode of Ara.abisola's Jackpot series. And like I said in the last clip that I arrived in Canada. So I went to the immigration stop. I got my study and my work permit. First of all, when you get there, you need to fill your some information on the monitor there. They have some series of monitors around. So they'll tell you, are you bringing this contraband? Are you bringing that? How much are you bringing with you? And all of that. Well, you got to just explain everything, no fear at all. I feel like if you bring something in that it's not accepted or is prohibited, they'll definitely take it from you, but it's not something worth deporting you for. So I got my documents and everything, and immediately I stepped out of there when they gave me my study and my work permit. I got a work permit because my course requires an internship or a capstone project. So but if your course does not require any of that, you just get your study permit and you are good to go with that. So I got everything and I stepped out and I started. That is when I felt relaxed, start calling family and friends that, hey, I've got it to Canada, and I just needed to hurry up and take the next flight to my province, the province I was going to. But if your way is from Toronto to your house, then you can just pick a taxi and continue your journey. But I needed to just find my bags, pack everything, and go check into the next flight going to Nova Scotia. And that's where I realized that some of the things that I brought, my air product, has spilled in my bag. I had 1 hour layover, so I used that period to just clean everything because it was just so annoying for me. So I cleared it up and I just checked in my bag, and the journey continued. Gotten a lot of messages where people are asking me, talk about this, talk about that. Calm down, calm down, don't worry, I'll talk about everything. So I got everything sorted, ready. We're in the flight trying to catch a movie. It wasn't a really long journey like that. I think it was about 1 to 3 hours thereabout. I've forgotten, but it wasn't a really long journey. So we're just on the flight, enjoying the journey. No really food, just snacks and a drink to just relax with. And eventually we got to our destination. I got to my airport and I just waiting for my luggage and everything. This is where the gist gets serious, because whilst waiting for my luggage, I realized that when I was coming from Nigeria, I brought 2 big Ghana must go, 1 small traveling box, and my school bag. So when I got to my local airport where I had to do my last stop, I realized that I only had my traveling box and 1 Ghana must go. So the most important Ghana must go did not come with me to Nova Scotia. I was really shocked. So I went to the front desk. They gave me a form to fill. They said, oh, don't worry. And the person that came to pick me as well told me, oh, Bisola, don't worry, these things happen all the time. So by tomorrow or the next day, you're going to get your bag delivered to your address. So so actually I came with 3 bags, 1 leather bag and 2 Ghana must goes, then 1 carry-on and my school bag. I paid for extra luggage from Lagos. So, but when I got there, I got only 1 Ghana must, my bag, my leather bag, and my carry-on, my school bag. So they told me that the 2 Ghana must goes were going to be delivered to me, probably still in Montreal or something like that. So I said, okay, now when I get home, So I got home, and the Ghana must go that I had, trust me, there was nothing really in this particular Ghana must go. I wish that this was the Ghana must go that I was missing, because my clothes, my everyday thing that I needed was in the other Ghana must go. So this one was just filled with noodles, hair products, just basic things really. Coding more, my real provision was not even there. Food stuff was, oh god, where I packed my bags there, I don't understand, but maybe that will be a story for another day. So this is me showing you guys what I brought. I brought rice from Nigeria, which I ended up disposing when I got here. I don't even know, those things just added to my luggage because rice is here. And several other things that I brought. So just I'm trying to skip this so that I don't have a lot to talk about. And the funniest thing is that the bag that consisted of my clothes, I didn't bring it. This is beans, peeled beans. Trust me, I ended up disposing it. I bought a lot of branded things online. Ogbono, wasted. The most important thing, I feel like I'm going to do a clip about the most important thing that you need to bring to Canada when you're coming. So watch out for that particular video. So this video had some basic food stuff, all my egusi, my dried fish, my ingredients. A lot of it did not come with me. Clothes, like the clothes that I brought was in the other bag too. They didn't come with me. It was so sad. So I was waiting for the bag. But funny thing is that up till today, that bag is still missing. Like, it's still missing I'm at the point where I've given up. So when you're coming to, you have to be careful of the kind of flights you come with, and all of that. So these are the basic things. Actually, I brought my simple face cleanser, the one I was using from Nigeria that I didn't finish. I brought it. All my provisions did not come with this particular bag. Oh, it was so sad for me. But nevertheless, I was just unpacking here because I got to the house. It was early the next morning that I got to the house, the apartment. So it's a nice space. Thank God that my documents were in this Ghana must go. My open heaven must come with me always. So I brought all of those documents, and I'm just glad. So I was just like, okay, I have to get something to wear for the next day. So after packing and unpacking, I'll just quickly show like a quick video of like what was in my bag. Trust me, all those branded things, onions is plenty here. There's no reason. I bought onion powder. All those things, when I think about it, it's just annoying that I bought them. But nevertheless, the first experience is always like that. But trust me, I'm going to give you insight so that you don't waste your money next time. All right. Okay. So I finished unpacking. I had my bath, and I was just like, let me rest for the next day. So the house, the apartment I got, it came with everything, literally everything: the bed, the fan, the cupboard, everything that you need. The kitchen came with the pots, the blender, the microwave, and all of that. Some places you just get an empty house, you have to buy the bed and all of that, the mattress. But here everything was complete, and it was quite affordable too. So I think I got a good one with that. So the next day I slept, and the next day I was awake, and it was as if I had a manual guide on everything I needed to do. But I had a friend before I came that told me that, okay, when you come, this is the first thing to get and all of that. So first things first, I went to the bank because I needed money so that I can take the bus around and all of that. So I took a taxi, got to the bank. I got my SIN, which is the number that I needed for everything important. So this is me just taking the clip of the view, just admiring Canada. Like, Canada, is this Canada, or is in the air? Am I in the air, in the space, or I'm on the ground like the floor? Okay, so I got the SIN. There was a little bit of queue when I got there, but at least I got there very early. So I got my SIN, then I went straight to the bank to book an appointment the things about Canada. You can't just walk into the bank and say, I want to book an appointment. I want to create an account rather. You have to book an appointment in advance. So I got there. I said I wanted to book an appointment. They said, okay, please that. They got me a date. And so I had to ask them again that I needed to change money because I don't have any local currency with me. So they gave me some money. I changed, but they didn't have any coins. So they gave me only cash, which I took, and I went out. I left the bank. So this was me outside the bank. I was freezing. I didn't have winter jacket because the jacket I got was inside the other Ghana Moscow. So this was, I had only my jean jacket, and that particular top set, I didn't even know how it found its way into my school bag. So that was the only top I had aside the clothes I wore from Nigeria. So I was really freezing. I was just taking a walk to go to the next place. So this particular period, I was going to a place where I needed to open a bank account where I would get a credit card worth about $2,000 in the credit card. I will explain that for people that don't know, have no idea about the information. So I met these two Nigerian guys when I was coming out. We're like, oh, it's cold the way you address it. I'm new here. I don't have money. I don't have anything like that. So these guys took me, they took me to the mall they got a jacket for me. And they paid for my ride, and they took me to the school as well. So we went to the school to get my school ID. The guy said, come with me. Honestly, they are Nigerian stuff. I was really skeptical. I was like, so these people want to ban me or what? The way they were being overly nice. But I was just like, let me play along, just stand at alert as far Lagos girl that I am now, or Jesus girl that I am now. So they took me to the school. I got my ID card, I got my bus pass because I needed to run a lot of errands, and it won't be best for me to use my money to get that. So I got the bus pass because it was cheaper. So I got everything I needed, and afterwards I went to the supermarket. So I went to the supermarket. I was just going around. I first of all went to the mall before I went to the supermarket. I went to the mall to see if I can get clothes to buy. So when I got there, see jeans that I was using to do shakara in Lagos. See jeans. I saw jeans of $65. The material was very light. I was like, what? See tops that when you wash it once like this, start bringing out wool and all. You will not even understand it. And they're calling it for me for $35 for this, and they're saying that the annoying part is that they are saying they are on sales. Like, which sales is that? So I was just like, let me just go. Maybe I will get a thrift store or something, or somewhere else to get things to buy. So when I finished there, I went to like a supermarket, no frills. That's what it's been called. So I went there to get a water filter and bread and some provisions. So I was just trying to manage the little money that I had with me. And that water filter was important because when I came, my housemate gave me bottled water, and that was what I was drinking. I felt like it was quite expensive. It doesn't make sense for me to be drinking bottled water every time. But if I got the filter, then I can just be drinking off the filter, because I was told that the water in Canada is very hard. So I got the filter. It was really cold. I just rushed and I go home, relaxed, and just hopeful for school resumption. So I'm going to share with you next how my visa process, everything went, how I was able to get the visa, how I was even denied visa the first application, and all of that I did differently. I was able to get visa and everything. And yeah, I think you would need that. So follow me, like run along with me for the next video. Catch you and stay safe. God bless.